Hi guys, I'm Izua Tekami. Welcome to Valhalla Cyberpunk Bartender Action. Happy New Year! May all your wishes come true in this new bountiful year filled with health and joy. I'll leave the closet open in case you want to hide from the noise. Thanks. Alright, we don't have to go do anything. Let's just go straight to work. Saturday, December 31st. Well, let's see. Gil is in the back getting everything ready. I'll go grab some food I've ordered. They only agreed to work on New Year's if I went to pick it up myself. Are you alright? I'm scared. Gabby will show up any minute. Relax, everything will be alright. I can assure you of that. Drink something, maybe that will cheer you up. Maybe. I'll leave you for a bit, but keep your chin up. If you get through this, I'll give you, I don't know, a hug. Does that work? A hug? A big one, a reward for after everything's said and done. Gotta go, you can do it. Right. Man, it's been a while since I've had to do these voices. Everything's fine. I have a feeling I've been slowly throughout the episode, slowly diverting from what Dana's voice used to be. Playing this for these years, now it's time to face it head on. Yeah, everything's fine. Everything will be better after I talk to Gabby. Boss might even give me a hug. I'm okay. Hello. Gabby. Come in. Excuse me. Welcome to Valhalla. Yeah, hey. You talk first. No, well, some days ago I got a letter. Even odder than getting a letter is the fact that it was from your sister. A what? My sister sent you a letter? That's the first I've heard of it. What did it say? I don't know. I never opened it. At least not until now. Huh? I figured I should read it with you. Yeah, let's do it. Let's read it. Alright then. Dramatic music change? Sorry. Just that? Yep. Isn't there anything else in the letter? Maybe on the back? It's just like your sister. I spent days worried about this letter, not wanting to open it for fear of what it might contain. I lost sleep and appetite thinking about it. And after all this... Okay, can we Oh no, it won't let me do it. All those worries, after all those problems. All these years not talking to her, she sends me a letter, a fucking letter of all things. It just says sorry? Sorry for what? For our fight? For not talking all these years? Now I'm fucking pissed. Are you laughing? Sorry, I just remember all the times my sis provoked you that way. Like the time when she gave you chocolates labeled 1, 2, and 4 during Valentine's Day. You were pissed about the lack of a 3. Or the time you left an unopened beer bottle on the table and she sneakily opened it and took a sip. She didn't tell you she did it and you were confused all day long. She always bragged she knew me like the back of her hand. If the letter was supposed to piss me off like that, I guess she had all the rights to brag. Okay, I need to turn that down just a little bit. Because it got dramatically louder out of nowhere. I'm being nice though. She did express to me that she was sorry on more than one occasion. She did, huh? You told me she died from localized nanomachine rejection, right? In her heart, yeah. Instead of the massive rejection that always makes the news, her case was more focused. Usually amputate, replace the part, and call it a day. Her organs are different. The condition made her susceptible to transplant rejections. Mentioned artificial hearts and genetic treatments were out of the question. Yep. Thing is, apparently she suffered that since she was 18 but kept it secret from everyone. Why? Hell if I know. I was angry to learn that she hid it. Why did she tell me? Was it to avoid worrying me? Was she ashamed? What was it? Wait, how did she live so normally then? She had to use a serum, shots near her heart every 3 days. Apparently the serum burns like hell. The shot even left a nasty mark where she had to apply them. The thing near her left breast wasn't a birthmark? The rejection was what ended up killing her? Nanomachine rejection was what ended up killing her, but they couldn't find out what made her so vulnerable. Doctor said she might have missed a shot, or the shots made her other defenses grow weaker. Condition could have just gone nuts out of nowhere. Maybe it was blood pressure. Maybe it was the regular heart attack and rejection. A regular heart attack and the rejection acted afterwards. You don't know. She kept a secret from everyone so nobody knows. she had told me about it, I could have helped her. Maybe she'd still be alive. Maybe she would have faced it alone instead of... She wouldn't have faced it alone instead of just dying in her sleep. Think about what ifs won't bring her back. Eh? I spent so much time hammering myself with what ifs after you told me she died. If I waited to cool down a bit back then? What if I just swallowed my fears at that very moment? If I had apologized earlier? What if I'd given a chance to the Research Institute back then? The amount of just increased there threefold after I lashed out at you the other day. Did I realize something? Having such regrets with the dead is a hollow effort. You're alive, you're here, I can make amends with you, but I can't make amends with the dead. I can't apologize to her like I can't apologize to you right now. Jill. Honora, she's resting now. She's just resting after having that heart condition all these years. She didn't have to face it alone, though. If only she... So, let's celebrate her life and achievements. Let's mourn her together. If we are to honor her, we'll do it together. Together. Nora was a fun-loving person. The best we can do right now is try to lighten up, even if only for a moment. I need to ask, though, did she really start to complain about chest pain shortly after I left? No. She didn't get visibly worse after you left or anything. Everything was actually too sudden. She did complain about chest pains from time to time. That actually goes way before you left. Back then, we thought it was just acid reflux or something. Guys even blamed her death on you. I was just too angry back then, and part of me just wanted to put the blame on someone or something. You didn't deserve that, sorry. Hey, I'm sorry too, you know. We both have things to apologize for. Don't think too much about it. I should have been mature and not shouted at you either, so let's just call it all that water under the bridge, shall we? Are you sure? Of course I am. So, how did you find me exactly? Well, have you ever heard of a message board called Danger You? I have, yeah. Well, truth is, I visit it from time to time. And the other day I read a thread that discussed the bar, and the description of the bartender sounded just like you. Are you mad? No, not mad, more like dumbfounded. Whatever, that's new. Hey, Jill, can you tell me what the problem was back then? What sparked that fight? Weren't you happy with my sister? Well, Back then I didn't know what to do with myself after I graduated college. I went in and pretty much hated my last couple of years there. It's not far-fetched to think that I only tolerated being there because your sister was with me. Had she stopped supporting my studies, I would have quit right then and there. Then after graduating, I got a very good job offer, and she accepted on my behalf in no time. She kept saying it was the best for me and my future, but I was livid. Why did she have to do that? I hated it. I didn't even know if I wanted to go there, but she still insisted so much. Like she was forcing that burden on me. Then my became our future, and she started talking about marriage. You were gonna get married? I don't think we ever took it seriously. It was just something she kept mentioning. Not like we didn't think about that down the line, but she mostly teased me with it. But that thought suddenly scared the shit out of me. I loved her, but I don't think I was ready for such a commitment, especially considering what she did. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but it wasn't gonna let her decide such a big thing for me. She could really be pushy from time to time. Like I said, I pretty much passed college thanks to being with her. And that was partly because she was so pushy. Even if she had the best intentions, she could be abrasive from time to time. And it rained down on me at that moment. She took it upon herself to make that choice for me. What would have stopped her once we got married? What if she suddenly decided to craft my life to her needs after marriage? I knew her. She would do it thinking it was the best for me. But what about my freedom? My say on the matter? So that's where you stopped loving Lenore? No, no, no. Never stopped loving her, which is why it hurts so much. But you have to understand. I didn't want to wake up 40 years old and working at a job that I hate. Just out of routine getting used to it. I wanted a break from everything for a while to put my thoughts in order. Regroup myself, think carefully about what to do next. I can understand. I've sometimes felt the same, although I'm not even in college. So that's what led you two to fighting, huh? You know, the word fight makes it sound like we exchanged blows or something. It's all silly when I think back to it, tragically silly. Maybe I was the one who started the fight, getting all defensive about not wanting to take that offer. Perhaps I didn't overreact to her arguments about wasting this huge opportunity. Maybe she wouldn't have lashed out at me this bad. It could have been avoided if I had just kept a cool head and talked about that with her. My sister said something like that. Eh? I told her I told you she mentioned on more than one occasion how sorry she was about the whole thing, right? Should have listened to her to the end, but instead I kept pushing her. I should have kept a cool head instead of letting my jealousy take the best of me. It was her offer, not mine. Should have stopped projecting myself so much into her. Something like that. Lenore. We're quite the hotheads, you and me and my sis. You were supposed to be the mature one, you know? Play your role correctly. But why didn't you come back, Jill? Did you end up hating us that much? Did the break include us too? No, it's just that... Remember when your sister was giving a class and you broke a window? And you didn't want to see her for fear of being scolded? But my sister wouldn't have scolded you. But I was afraid, dead afraid. I couldn't bring myself to face your sister. I faced her back then, and I was like 7 at the time. Why couldn't you do it? It's not quite the same. And in perspective, no matter what reason I come up with, it will never make sense. Everything sounds very stupid when I look back, you know? Not that it makes things easier. I won't ever get to speak to her ever again, and it feels bad because it's stupid. I swear you and my sis were meant for one another. You both moved on after all that, but neither had the courage to go back and say you were sorry. Like I said, berating myself over those past mistakes won't bring her back. I miss her so much, though. We were together all the time, always talking about dumb stuff. I wouldn't call my parents useless, but she was the one who I could always talk to. Feel her absence every day. Everything is just so quiet now. She was an amazing person. Yeah, she was an amazing person. Eh? Mourning is fine and all, but we should be celebrating her life. If she was here, she would tell us that there's no fun in sulking for so long. She told you that all the time. The same way she told you to stop rubbing things in people's faces. Both figuratively and literally. Hey, I was 8 back then. So let's have a toast in her honor, shall we? A toast? Yeah, get you a drink. A drink? Don't worry, trust me. Toast, preferably something sweet. Sweet drinks. Okay. 2 aldehydes and 1 powder delta. It's just mixed. No carmetrine. Nothing. There we go. Sugar rush. Grab this for a sec. Okay. Lenore, I know you're watching from the beyond right now as I give drink to your little sister. It's obvious to me now that we both meant to make amends at some point, but we never got around to it. I can't apologize to you anymore, but I can at very least make you rest easier. See, know that I'll look out for Gabby in your absence. Make sure Gabby grows into a fine woman just like you were. I'll always be there for her. Be sure the little brat doesn't face the same problem you and I had. Hey, want to add anything? I'll always miss her. Don't say it to me, say it to her. That's a bit... Come on, just this once. I always miss you, sis. Sis? You idiot, why do you keep that secret for so long? Idiot! I always told you everything. Wasn't I enough, you idiotic idiot? Hey, Jill, promise me you won't be like that knucklehead. That you won't keep stuff like that to yourself. Only if you promise the same to me. And promise me we won't fight. I can't do that. Eh? You and I are both too thick-headed. Sooner or later, we'll clash on some opinion. But what I can promise is that I won't run away like last time. We'll both cool off and talk it over like the adults we are. Oh, you're an adult? I'm not an adult. Let's face it, you've been more mature than I have. Hey, did you mean what you said, that you'll look after me? I'll always be here for you, Gabby. I mean, I'm not Lenore, but I wouldn't dare leave my little sister alone. Jill. Hey, wasn't this a toast? Right. For Lenore, faithful sister and girlfriend. Cheers. Cheers. So, about this drink. Can I drink it? Do you like it? Take a sip. It's not bad. When I drink it then, you're with an adult. Might as well break the alcohol taboo here and now. Right, but there's no alcohol in it. Now that I think back to it, didn't your sister give you beer once as a prank? Oh yeah, that. It was an April Fool's. I should have known better when she offered me an apple soda. I put bubblegum on the soles of all her shoes in retaliation. She walked funny, and my jaw hurt for the rest of the day. Yeah, but did you know you got my drink that time? Huh? She gave me a beer and it turned out to be apple soda. Oh. Did you get back at her? Well, I did hide all the dildos in the house that night, only to find out she knew how to use a cucumber. Well, as a follow-up, she used that same cucumber in a salad days later. She said, so, do you like eating me for lunch? Well, that got adventurous real quick. Jill? I'll tell you when you're older. Or never at all. Hey, Gabby, do your parents know you're here? They think I'm at Claire's, actually. Oh? Oh, she's my best friend at school. And this Claire knows you're using her as an excuse, right? Of course, how could she cover for me otherwise? True. Will you go to her house afterwards? To be honest, I didn't think that far. Maybe I will. I do live in another district, but Claire doesn't live close by, so, Well, it can't be helped. I live nearby and the streets aren't exactly safe at night, so why not stay with me tonight? Are you sure? I don't live in a mansion, but I'd say it's comfy enough, at least to spend the night. Sure, I'd love to stay with you. Great. Hey, does your dad still have that bakery? His bread was really good. Yep, he opened a second branch last year. So he's looking to expand? I think he's got into a partnership with a friend at the Motor District. The guy saw an opportunity after realizing Motor District had almost no bakeries. I still remember when your sister introduced me to him. He started shouting, I knew it! I fucking knew you were lesbian! Mark 1 for daddy! I think he had this bet with an acquaintance of his ever since my sis was 12 years old or so. Dad said sis was into girls, the acquaintance didn't believe him. He bet a beer on whether he was right or not. That beer bottle's still in the fridge. It's even labeled Sweet Victory. Your mom and Lenore never made up, did they? I guess that one wasn't as simple as they said one too many things argument. Mom was always obsessed with high society and her circle of friends, and a lesbian daughter was a no-no. I'm still on my sister's side for that one, though. Mom didn't reject her because she herself was homophobic. She did it because her friends were. To Mom, the opinion of her circle of friends was worth more than her own daughter. How did she react to her death? Don't know. Mom and Dad broke up 2 years ago. They did? They never got married, so there was no proper divorce. I haven't seen her since August, I think? Did you two fight too? No, she just hasn't showed up. You must have felt alone, huh? I've been there. A bit, but I'm not alone anymore, thanks to you. Oh, I thought there was going to be a party here. Alma, over here. Party? A small New Year's celebration. Want to stay for a bit? I don't want a kid to be a burden. Don't worry, you won't. You only get cola for the night, though. No alcohol. It'll give us time to catch up even more. I can introduce you to some of my friends. Are you in? If you don't mind me. Great. Hey, Alma, come here. There's someone I want to introduce you to. Why is it getting brighter? Game? What? Wait, that was it? Wait, are you serious? That was it? I was a... Oh, okay. That was not quite what I fucking expected. I was kind of expecting, you know, a whole fucking party and thing before it actually ended, if anything. So what ending... I know there's multiple endings in this game, but what ending did I fucking get? What? Okay. That was literally out of the blue. I can't speed this up. YSBRD. Yes, bird? Business cat? What? Well, since I don't know how long this is gonna go, should I try reading these in character voices? Or something? Everyone who pre-ordered the game, You're right there. Mom, Dad, family, and friends. Thank you for all the support. This is for you. I think I like doing Say and Dorothy's voice the most. This is all for you. Made in Game Maker Studio by Yo-Yo Games. Prologue version made in RenPy by Pimpton Dynamic Textbox Engine. Caleb Padron. Okay. How long is this gonna go? I was expecting this to be another hour-long episode, not a... If I knew I was this close to the end, I would have added this to the last episode. I didn't know it was so close. But I guess that would make sense to add the end at the right during the, or at least after the New Year's party, but still. Did you have fun? Yes, I did actually. It's one of my favorite games. I like this game. Yes, I did. Yep, also got to meet a cat boomer. Why did your boss hug you though? Is it enter? She's that kind of person. Now let's sleep. You were dozing off back there. Is the game not over? Is it still continuing? You're right. Good night, Jill. What is going on? I'm confused. Is this the end or not? Or is there like a whole after game thing going on? We'll play some more tomorrow. Good night. Is there more? Is there more? Gracias, Pluche. Sukiban games. Nice piano music, though. Even though now, as I said, that the piano stops. Yeah, this is the slowest fucking credits ever. But still, though, that was so sudden for it to be the end right then and there. I've seen some of the achievements. There has to be more than just this. Game? Oh. See, I knew it! There was more! Friday, January 15th. Wow, that was fucking... So yeah, the guy had a fantasy about a woman castrating him. I tried for an hour to convince him it's a bad idea, and I finally got to him. Finally moved to the bedroom, and it turns out the guy had a weird implant where his testicle should be. It was basically a removable ball sack. I suppose the guy really liked that fantasy, made sure he could live it out properly. Dorthicquisition, huh? I once saw a guy in the hospital in the emergency room after having been castrated to fulfill a fantasy. I wonder if it's the same guy. I have enough problems with just one, you know. Just one what? With just listening to one of your anecdotes. You told me about the Neo Tijuana thing, and now this. Don't you have a more subdued story? Come on, Joe, you're an adult. You can take that much. Shut up. Well, last time I spoke with my mom, I asked her if the story of her daughter. Turns out her name was Anna. Huh. Like that, Anna? And now you pretend it's a surprise? Quiet, you. She fought against nanomachine rejection for most of her life. She even lost a girlfriend she made in the hospital to the same sickness. Apparently, after some time, after she got out of her treatment, a truck hit her and killed her. But even then, she was amazing. What she was? Eh? Yeah, she kept up her studies while still in the hospital. She was a self-taught honor student. Not only that, but she also ranked among the top 5 candidates in at least 3 college admission exams. She also played the piano and guitar. Well, being confined to a room does that, I guess. I mean, fully able-bodied people can barely do half of that, but she practically accomplished all that by herself. And she also beat nanomachine rejection, a disease that only 2% of humans suffer, and even less survive. took a trucking truck to take her down. She was great. Do you think I'm sort of like her sister? Silly Becky. Honey, did you just say something? I didn't. Weird. I swear I heard somebody call me Silly Becky. Come again? It's not uncommon for me to hear stuff from far away. I think I've heard it nearby, but you're the one nearby that knows my real name, so it was weird. Oh well, as I was saying, the ballsack guy. Why are we flying through dates now? I guess this is where we part ways, huh? Sadly, I'm bound to this city. I can only falsify my identity effectively around here. I really want to thank you, Chief, for the second chance you gave me. If we ever cross paths again, And now for something completely different. Gil, we're leaving for like a week and a half or something. Don't be dramatic. Don't be so dramatic. But And you're taking care of my apartment. We will cross paths because I live there. The time you spent setting up an useless farewell could be used asking me about the place. Like where the switches and valves are. But I already know. They're in that control panel you made. But I like talking about that control panel. I'm proud of it. Speaking of obsessive likes. Jill, stop calling Armitage. She'll take care of your four-ball and just fine. I'm not worried about him. I'm worried about me. Never been away from four this long. I don't know what I'll do. You'll do just fine. You did pretty well for the last 25 years before finding him. Yes, but we're leaving. Oh yeah, before I forget. I left you a box of condoms on the first drawer of the desk, Gil. You what? You what? Hey, if he wants to bring his new girlfriend or whatever here, I want him to be ready. Oh, but just one condition. If you're gonna fuck like rabbits, stay away from my room. I have too many pics of my Emoto there, and I don't want their eyes soiled. Emma who? Little sister. And just say little sister. Yeah, whatever. First stop, Panama. Here, you can now save heart data. Loading heart data from the title screen or title bar will let you start over from day one while keeping your items and money. Oh. Okay. Oh. Okay, that's new. That's new, I guess. Okay. Can we... What does this do now? Welcome back! Oh, so there is a harder mode, I guess. Psst. Hey, over here. Boo! Why didn't I show up on the TV? Gags get old if you're... Aw, oh, damn it, what did that... Why did I show... Oh, no. Gags get old if you repeat them too much, you know? But no matter, thank you for playing again. Don't worry, you won't be punished for choices made in the past playthroughs. This is a fresh new beginning. Almost fresh, at least. Jo will have all the money she had at the end of the last time. She'll keep everything she bought, or unlocked too. That means she can potentially be a millionaire but remains the same poor bartender. Well, suspension of disbelief exists for a reason, right? Oh, but debts will still show up, so be careful. Did you get all the endings yet? Here's a couple of tips. Leaving Jo homeless or not is the first step towards at least one of them. There's two that rely on being top bartender to buff sweetheart and cat to the buff sweetheart and the cat-eared beauty. So there is a fucking say ending. Of those two, one needs you to be patient with the pompous buffoon. Oh, okay. So that's gonna be fucking Virgilio. The other one needs you to serve the busty droid what she wants. The other busty girl, that blonde one, she get hers as long as you're not an asshole. And Becky should be easy as long as you remember what she says. 6 different endings. Can you get them all? Sorry for all the chatter. Let's pretend this never happened. Game start! Wow, this is a fucking wild episode. That's it. No more tequila seasoned ramen before taking the afternoon nap. What the hell are you chewing on for? Is that a letter? Primera. We're back to this again. And now we can see if we can get other endings. Because I'm assuming we got the Dorothy ending. Well, that was a fucking adventure of an episode. But now it seems like we're pretty much just reversing into... Or we're going back to the beginning and starting over again. So, I don't know if I should continue from here. I'll leave that to you guys. Please let me know if you guys want me to try getting the other endings or not. Once again, this was Valhalla Cyberpunk Bartender Action. Thank you so much for watching this series, guys. I really appreciate it. Please hit the like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought of today's video. And please leave me suggestions down below in the comments of games you'd like to see me play later in the future. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you, and bye-bye.